Should we start, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So, am I audible, loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, today is 10th of March. Am I correct? What is the date today?
Yes, sir. 10 March.
It is 10th of March. Okay, so today we are in the date 10th of March, and the topic that we are going to study today is data types in DBMS. Okay, now as you all know that we need to record the facts. To record these facts systematically, we need to arrange these facts, these records in some systematic manner. And that systematic manner is possible by using the specific data types. And these specific data types, they are like first text, second numeric, third date, and fourth time. Can you see on the screen here the class of data types?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so these are the different types of data types which are supported by the DBMS. Those data types, they are the basic class is text into text. Two basic data types are there, char and varchar. Now char means character. The letters A, B, C, D, these are called as characters. So there are two types, one is char and another is varchar. Now let us understand what is char. The description reads that it holds a fixed length string, can contain letters, numbers, and special characters. The fixed size is specified in parentheses. Now remember here that it tells that it is a fixed length string. That character data type is a fixed length string. Now string means what? A collection of characters. What are characters? A, B, C, D. Then what are special characters? If you'll see on your keyboard, you could see hash, at the rate, pound, percent. These symbols, they are called as special characters. So these special characters, the combination of all this will make the combination of all this will make a string. And if the length of the string has to be fixed, then the data type is char. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So to the people who have joined recently, for them, I'll just revise what we were going on to. We are going to go on page number 22, 23, where we are going to we are discussing the class of data types and the concerned data type of the particular class along with their description. Now, why do we need this class of data types? Why we need to have this specific? The simple reason is to make the things more systematic so that manipulation is possible. I'll give you one simple example. Now, if I'm going to record your date of birth in a character format, will it be possible for me to make any mathematical calculations with it? Now, from your date of birth, if I have to calculate what
No,
is
sir.
your age with text data type, it is not possible. But if I'm going to take it, the specific data type such as date, then we can have manipulations for the days and dates and years calculations is possible. But if you are not going to go for that specific data type, then it is going to be very difficult. Almost it is not possible. So we go for these data types. Now for the class text, we have two specific data types. One is char and the another one is varchar. Char holds a fixed length string. A string is a collection of letters, and special characters and numbers. So whatever you see on your keyboard, all those things, they are called as special characters, numbers and alphanumerals. Alphanumeral means alphabets A to Z, numerals means the numbers, and special characters means the symbols such as exclamatory mark, at the rate of, hash, dollar. All these totally makes your keyboard, and they are the part of your string. They can be part of your string. Now the size of this data type is mentioned into opening and closing bracket. This opening and closing bracket is called as parenthesis. What do you mean by parenthesis? Yeah? What?
Opening and closing bracket.
Yes, whenever we are going to have these two brackets together, opening and closing bracket, then these two brackets together makes a parenthesis, and we are going to mention the size of this data type into this parenthesis. So example will be like char into bracket 10. So what does that mean? That this character data type is going to hold 10 characters, and whose string length is going to be fixed. Are you getting what I said? Example, I'll show it into
Yes, sir.
chat box. Hmm? Here's chat box. See, these symbols which I had drawn in your chat window, this symbol is called as parenthesis. Parenthesis. Okay. Now this parenthesis if it is going to have the data type char, and if I am going to mention 10 in the brackets, then it will read that this field holds fixed length length string whose size is 10 characters. See, I had written it in chat box. Can you read it? When I say
sir.
char 10, so for example, the field is name. Now I'm going to come all these things again once again. Remember that in database management system, we need to store the data. To store the data systematically, we make the arrangement of rows and columns in the table. Now, the column heading is called as field name. Do you agree? For example, if you are having a table named student, if you are having a table named students, so what will be the field names? Can you type? Type the field names. Have you got the concept of field name? I'll give you. Roll number is one field name. Name of the student is another field name. Can you name more? Put it on your chat window. What are the details I will need to store regarding your information? I had given you the example, your roll number, your name. Then what else I'll need to store? Prasad? Am I audible?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
why aren't you answering here in the chat box? Very good, Samej, very correct. Class has to be there, division is there. Very good, Siddhi. Marks of student is very important. What else? Very good, Samved. Roll number is correct. Piyush, very good. Surname. Very good name also. Father's name has to be there, mother's name has to be there. Isn't it? Something more is important which we are missing right now. Shabbas. Samved, very correct. Contact number. Kiran, very correct. Birth date. Percentage. Very good. Anything else? Very good, Samved. Email. You're doing very well, Samved, today. Address. So these are the basic things which I'll need to collect from you. The first one is your roll number, then your first name, your middle name, your last name, then your email address, then your contact info, your parents' contact info. These are the fields. What are these? These are the field names. Isn't it? So if I want to limit the name field with the 10 characters, so what I will say that name char 10. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What could you see there? Chat box, do you see the chat box?
No, sir.
Now look at the chat box now. I'll just show you the chat box also. Now see. Can you see the screen now with my chat box?
Yes, sir.
Here you could
Yes, sir.
see, yes, here you could see that I had written the field name, character 10. So what is the meaning of this? That the field in the table student whose name is name has the data type char, which is fixed in length, which is 10 characters. Are you getting my point? What I am saying?
Yes, sir.
So when I am writing this name char 10, how you are going to read that? The table consists of the field name. This name is going to have fixed length string which is of 10 characters in length. कळतंय का? ह्या स्टेटमेंटचा
Yes,
अर्थ
sir.
मराठीत असा होतो की माझ्या टेबलमध्ये मी नेम नावाचं फील्ड तयार केलेलं आहे. त्या फील्डला मी कॅरेक्टर डेटा टाईप असाइन केला आणि कॅरेक्टरचं वैशिष्ट्य काय आहे की तो फिक्स्ड लेंथ स्ट्रिंग आहे, म्हणजे त्याच्यात तुम्हाला फिक्स्ड 10 कॅरेक्टर्स हे टाकावेच लागतील, त्याच्याशिवाय ते कंप्लीट होणार नाही. आलं लक्षात? हं? तर एक काम करा, तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी फील्ड नेम्स टाका तिथे. एका टेबलचे सगळे फील्ड नेम्स तुम्ही तुमच्या याच्यावर टाका. हा, मला आलं होतं पत्र पण मी नाही गेलो, तब्येत बरी नाही. मला पत्र आलेलं पण मी गेलो नाही, तब्येत बरी नव्हती. परवा हो, आजपासून नाही ना, माझी तब्येत बरी नाही, मी मेल टाकून दिला त्यांना. हो, आमच्याकडे खूप कोरोनाचा प्रसार चालू आहे आणि मग उगाचच कुठं काय. हं. मलाही तेच वाटतंय की पब्लिक ट्रान्सपोर्टने जाण्यात काही उपयोग नाही. हो ना, हो ना. आमच्याकडे कॉलेजेस बंद केले, सगळं बंद केलंय. हो, आणि आमच्या स्टाफमध्ये 3-4 लोक पॉझिटिव्ह झालेत. मग उगाचच आपण देण्यात काय अर्थ नाही. हम्म. अरे वा. हम्म. 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 जाऊन येतो. नाही नाही, तुम्ही जाऊन बघून घ्या ते. हां. हम्म. हां, कोणीतरी एकाने गेलं पाहिजे. हां 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 हां. चालेल. हो ना. हो. सायली सायली पाटील, बेटा तुझं काय चुकलंय सांगू शकशील का तू?
Character राहिलेलं सर.
हां, तू डेटा टाईपच मेन्शन केला नाहीस. सो गॉट द कन्सेप्ट नाव? सगळ्यांना कन्सेप्ट कळाली ही?
Yes, sir.
ओके.
Yes, sir.
ओके. हां,
Yes, sir.
व्हेरी गुड. आता आपण काय नोटीस आहे? एवढ्या लोकांचे तू कागद काहीतरी सिस्टमॅटिक घ्यायचं ना. Okay, now the next thing is the next data type of the type text is varchar. Now varchar is opposite to char. The word first, var means variable. What do you mean by variable? Do you know the meaning of the word variable?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
Sir, we store something in it.
Very good. But in general terms, what is meant by variable? Something whose value keeps on changing is called as a variable. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So anything,
Yes, sir.
anything whose value keeps on changing. For example, in algebra, what do? We declare variables A, B, C. Is it that every time A has value 10, B has value 10, C has value 10 or 20? Is it so?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So their value
No,
keeps on changing. That is why they are called as variables. In the same way, when we are going to declare a variable of the type varchar, it, it will hold those maximum characters. But it can also hold less than that. So if I am saying varchar, name varchar 10, and now my spelling Satish, Satish. How many characters are there? 6 characters are there, isn't it? So what it will do? It will accommodate only 6 characters. So it is going to change its size, vary its size according to the need. At the max, how much characters it can store? It can store the characters that has been mentioned in the number that has been mentioned in the parenthesis. So what does this mean? That it will hold character or length of string which can be maximum, which has been specified into the parenthesis. मराठीत सांगायचं ठरलं तर व्हॅरकॅर डेटा टाईप ज्यावेळेस आपण डिक्लेअर करू तर तो काय करेल, जास्तीत जास्त तितके कॅरेक्टर्स जे आपण पॅरेंथेसिसमध्ये मेन्शन केले तेवढे अकोमोडेट करेल, पण त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी असलं तरी तो ॲक्सेप्ट करेल, पण कॅर करणार नाही. व्हॅरकॅर ॲक्सेप्ट करेल. हा दोघांमधला फरक आहे. सो व्हॉट इज कॅर? इट इज फिक्स्ड लेंथ. See, I'm marking it on the screen. Can you see here? Char is fixed length.
Yes.
And varchar is? How is varchar?
Variable length.
Variable.
It is of variable length.
Variable length.
So variable length means it may change according to the need. So if the need is to store 8 characters, it will accommodate only 8 characters. But when it will come to char, it will insist that you will have to enter 10 characters. So if the size is 10, unless you enter those characters, it won't move to the next step. So that is the difference between char and varchar. Char is fixed length string, that is you will need to enter those many number of characters, whereas with varchar at the max those number of characters you can enter. Char मध्ये तेवढे कॅरेक्टर्स तुम्हाला टाकावेच लागतील. व्हॅरकॅर मध्ये तुम्हाला मॅक्सिमम तितके कॅरेक्टर त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी असले तरी तो ॲक्सेप्ट करेल, कॅर मध्ये करणार नाही. नंतर नेक्स्ट डेटा टाईप ऑफ द क्लास न्यूमरिक आर डेसिमल अँड इंटीजर. कॅन यू टेल मी व्हॉट इज द डिफरन्स बिटवीन डेसिमल अँड इंटीजर? The
Decimal is the type of point and integer is negative and positive numbers.
Can it be more precise? Decimal means fractions, whereas integer means a complete value, a full value. 1 2 3 4 minus 1 2 3 4, they are not in parts. So decimal is in fraction, whereas integers are whole, along with the negative numbers, because whole numbers they only start from 0. So integer means any positive and negative whole numbers. Okay, so decimal it can represent numbers with or without the fractional parts, whereas with integer it is not going to have fractional part. Then the next data type is date. Now why these specific data types have been given there? It is something like that. We cannot compare or manipulate the runs made by Ajinkya Rahane with the goals made by Ronaldinho or someone else. Can we compare this? The runs made by Ajinkya Rahane and the goals made in football by some football player. Can we compare them?
No, sir.
Can we manipulate them?
Yes.
We cannot manipulate them because they are of not the same type. So to ensure that the data type is of the same type, we need to have data types, and these data types that has been discussed in DBMS are of the class text, numeric, date and time. In text we have the data type as char and varchar. Char is fixed length, varchar is variable length. Numeric has two types, decimal which is going to have a fractional parts or may not have a fractional part, but with integer it is not surely going to have a fractional part. Then the next is date. So it is going to hold the date which is going to be having the day, date and month. The last data type of the class time is time. It holds time in the format of HHMMSS. What is HHMMSS?
Hour, minute and seconds.
Very good.
Hours, minutes, second.
It is hours, minutes and second. So you got the concept clear now? Has everybody got this concept? That what are the
Yes, sir.
data types
sir.
in DBMS?
Yes, sir.
How many classes are there?
4 classes. 4 classes.
What are they?
Text, numeric, date and time.
So you all mention this in your chat box that DBMS supports 4 types of classes, namely text, numeric, date, and time. Then write down each separately. The date has, text has, char and varchar. What is char? What is varchar? Put it there. Fari, you did very good job. You told Aadhaar card number. Very good. So it was missing one. In our country, Aadhaar card is the unique identity for an individual. Are you all taking care at home of yourself as well as your parents? With regards to Corona?
Yes, sir.
Every, yeah. So remember, students, you being very young, you are very less likely to get infected, but you can be silent carriers. So if you go outside, you may get them with you. You won't be affected, but probably your family members, they may get affected with what you had brought in. So be very careful when you go outside. Take a bath if you go outside in the marketplace. Wash your hands with sanitizer, with soap. Always use mask when speaking with others. So this care has to be taken. Since the situation is getting grim into our district, we all have to take care of ourselves. In the last epidemics, my 3 students' parents have lost their lives. So I wish you all to be very careful. Have you all got what I had asked you the question? My question is, name the class and their respective data types used in DBMS. Got the question, everybody?
Network database, sir.
Yes. Yeah, Prasad, very good. So your answer should have been like DBMS supports 4 types of class, data type class, namely text, numeric, date, and time. And then again explain the rest. Good, Prasad. Good, Samej. Very good. Brunali. Your tests have been postponed. Unit test. Good, Piyush. Saili, very good. Komal, very good. See, your answers are going to be as a mark of your attendance. So in the chat box, you'll have to be very active. Because many times I observe that people are leaving the meeting and again joining. Good, Harish, Snehal, Sapna. Gadekar, it is Atharva, na? Okay, I'll be continuing with the topic. You keep on putting it on your chat box. Now there are data models. So these different data models are there. Database is designed according to certain rules. This logical structure of database is known as a data model. So what is data model? The logical structure of the database is called as data model. So mark these things. This data model defines how the data is connected to each other and how they are processed and stored inside the system. This particular concept is called as data model. Then the next thing that we are going to understand is that what does a data model do? A data model describes the method of storing and retrieving the data. Now as you store, the act is called as storing, and when you get it back from the database, it is called as retrieval. Storage, retrieval. Insertion, updation. Insertion means to add new, update means to make changes. So we are going to see all these things in our future sessions. There are different models like network model, hierarchical model, relational model. These are the different types of data models. Okay. See, there are different types of models. Some of the models are like network model, hierarchical model, and relational model. So for the time being, you just need to know the names of models. What is data model? It is the logical structure of database. What does it define? It defines that in what way the data can be stored. मी तर याच्यावर आहे, कशावर? लँडलाईनवर आहे, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला काही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही. हां, मी काही मोबाईलच्या कनेक्टिव्हिटीवर नाही, मी कम्प्युटरच्या लँडलाईनच्या कनेक्टिव्हिटीवर आहे, त्याला शक्यतो प्रॉब्लेम येत नाही. तुम्ही थोडंसं रेंजमध्ये येऊन बघा. सगळ्यांनाच तो प्रॉब्लेम आहे का आवाजचा?
नाही सर, बरोबर येते सर.
नाही सर.
हां, तर कदाचित ज्यांना आवाज ब्रेक ऐकू येतो त्याचं कारण ते रेंजमध्ये नाही आहेत. तर तुम्ही बेटा थोडंसं मागे पुढे फिरून बघा, आवाज क्लिअर येईल. मी स्पेसिफिकली शक्यतो कॉलेजचं लँडलाईनचं कनेक्शन वापरतो, त्याला चांगली बँडविड्थ असल्यामुळे प्रॉब्लेम येत नाही. तर मी व्हिडिओ बंद केलेला आहे, ऑडिओच आहे, त्याच्यामुळे डेटा रेट खूप कमी आहे. असो, now let us understand what is a relational model. So the most popular model in DBMS is a relational model, which is the primary data model and has been used widely around the world for the purpose of storage and processing. Now why this is used? This is used because it is very simple and almost has all the capacities and capabilities that are required to process data so that it can be retrieved efficiently, it can be used efficiently. So what is the popular model? The popular model is the relational model. Why it is popular? Because it has all the capacities, all the capabilities that are required for any database model for efficient storage and processing. Now in regards with database management system, there is a term called as a transaction. Now what do you mean by transaction? A transaction is a unit of work that is performed against a database. Remember, what is transaction? A transaction is a unit of work that is performed against a database. Now for example, if you are creating a record or updating a record or deleting a record from the table, then you are performing a transaction on that table. So what are transactions? Any action that you perform on the table, such as creating a record, deleting a record, adding a record, or making changes in the record, this all constitute to a transaction. आपण एक टेबल तयार केला बघा. त्या टेबलमध्ये आपण समजा नवीन एंट्री करत असू नवीन स्टुडंटची, तर आपण रेकॉर्ड क्रिएट करतो. सो दॅट इज वन ट्रान्झॅक्शन. समजा एखादा स्टुडंटचं ॲडमिशन कॅन्सल झालं, मग आपण तो रेकॉर्ड डिलीट करतो. सो इट इज डिलीटिंग अ रेकॉर्ड. मग ते एक डिलीटिंगचं ट्रान्झॅक्शन होईल. अपडेशन, मग एखाद्या विद्यार्थ्याच्या नावामध्ये थोडीशी चूक झाली होती, वडिलांचं नाव एखादं मागे पुढं झालं असेल, मग ते आपण नाव दुरुस्त केलं, दॅट इज अपडेशन. ओके, सो दिस all activities in totality they are called as transactions. So what are these transactions? Creating, deleting, updating, adding, modifying the records, all these are called as transactions. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by a transaction? It is a unit of work that has been performed against a database. So what kind of work it is? It may be creating a record, deleting a record, updating a record. So if it is one single deletion or one single updation or one single addition, these all constitute to transaction. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now next we are going to see the properties of transactions. So the properties of transactions are basically derived with the acronym called as ACID. So these properties, they are popularly called as ACID properties. What are they called as? ACID. And this ACID word is acronym for these four basic properties of transactions. They are atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. What are these four properties? ACID. How you are going to remember ACID? A for atomicity, C for consistency, I for isolation, and D for durability. So normally these are called as ACID properties of database. So can anyone name all those four properties?
Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability.
Very correct. Who is this?
Siddhi.
Very good, Siddhi. Very good. So these four properties we'll discuss one after another. Siddhi, read this property.
Yes, sir. Atomicity. It ensures that all operations within the work unit are completed successfully. Otherwise, the transaction is aborted at the point of failure and all the previous operations are rolled back to their former state.
Okay, now here you are come across some words. Do you know what do you mean by abort? Huh?
Cancel.
Sir, to end them.
To finish it, to cancel it,
Dismiss.
to dismiss is the meaning of the word aborted. Then there is another word called as rolled back. What do you mean by rolled back? मराठीत एक शब्द बघा, जैसे थे.
Initial stage.
Very correct. Who said this? Initial stage.
Purva.
Very good, Purva.
Primary stage.
Yes. From where it has been started, again to get the same stage, we call it as rollback. So what does atomicity ensures? It ensures that the operation has taken place successfully. That transaction has taken place successfully. If it has not taken successfully, in between, if it has stopped somewhere, then that whole transaction is aborted. The initial situation is status quo is maintained. That particular property is called as atomicity. For example, I was going to record one more name into the database. I wanted to add one more name into the database. But anyhow, what happened? That in between, when I was putting the record, the light went away. The light went away. So what will atomicity do? It will cancel the whole record, which whatever has been added. So that is atomicity. कळतंय का की मी काय ॲटोमिसिटीने काय होतं की ती ॲक्शन ही पूर्ण झाली की नाही, जर पूर्ण झाली नाही तर तिचा इफेक्ट कॅन्सल करते. अशी जी प्रॉपर्टी आहे ती आहे ॲटोमिसिटी. येते लक्षात? ती जर का ट्रान्झॅक्शन कंप्लीट नाही झाली तर तिच्यामुळे जे काही चेंजेस झालेले होते ते सगळे कॅन्सल होतात, रोल बॅक होतात, ॲबॉर्ट होतात. अशी जी प्रॉपर्टी आहे ती प्रॉपर्टी म्हणजे कोणची?
Atomicity.
Has everybody understood this property?
Yes, sir.
Atomicity काय? What does it ensures? What does atomicity ensures? That the given transaction.
All operations within the work.
See, yes, all operation within the given transaction has completed successfully. If not completed successfully, all the effects will be aborted or roll back. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next is consistency. This consistency, what do you mean by consistency?
Regularity.
Very good. Anything else?
Niyamita.
Very good. Anything?
Satatya.
Very good. What is important here? Satatya. To be the same at every instance of time. So what does this property ensures? Read it, Siddhi. Siddhi.
It ensures that the database properly changes states upon a successfully committed transaction.
It ensures that the database property, here what should be the word? The database property changes states upon a successful committed transaction. So once the transaction is successfully performed, then the state of that property is changed. That is called as consistency. Means what? That if in the database I had recorded one name, then after committing that change, it will be displayed everywhere as the same. That particular property is called as consistency. म्हणजे काय की एकदा मी चेंज केला की तो सगळीकडे इक्वली अवेलेबल होईल. दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड ॲज कन्सिस्टन्सी. म्हणजे त्या व्हॅल्यूमध्ये प्रत्येक ठिकाणी दिसताना सातत्य राहील. इज इट क्लिअर? नाही तर असं नको व्हायला की समजा माझं बँक अकाउंटचं टेबल आहे ते एकदम 10,000 दाखवतंय, नंतर 20,000 दाखवतंय. असं चालेल का?
नाही.
नाही.
No, sir.
No.
एकदा माझ्या अकाउंटमध्ये 10,000 रुपयाचं ट्रान्झॅक्शन झालं की ते तसंच सगळीकडे दिसलं पाहिजे. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज कन्सिस्टन्सी. सो दिस कन्सिस्टन्सी एन्श्योर दॅट द डेटाबेस प्रॉपर्टी चेंजेस इट स्टेट्स अपॉन अ सक्सेसफुल कमिटेड ट्रान्झॅक्शन. कमिटेड म्हणजे काय? सक्सेसफुल ट्रान्झॅक्शन. एवढं लक्षात घ्या तुम्ही. द नेक्स्ट इज आयसोलेशन. व्हॉट डू मीन बाय आयसोलेशन?
Sir, independently stored.
आयसोलेशन आता आपल्याला कोरोनामध्ये माहिती झालं ना वर्ड. क्वारंटाईन म्हणजे काय केलं जातं? क्वारंटाईन म्हणजे काय? टू आयसोलेट. म्हणजे काय? बाजूला करणे, इंडिपेंडंट ठेवणे, इतरांपासून वेगळं करणे. मग आयसोलेशनमध्ये काय होणार की एव्हरी ट्रान्झॅक्शन, एव्हरी ऑपरेशन is carried independent of other, so that the effect of one is not going to affect the other transaction. This particular property is called as isolation. म्हणजे एकामध्ये झालेला चेंज हा दुसऱ्याला अफेक्ट करणार नाही. हां, खाली मी ॲड करतो आणि इकडे अपडेट करतोय, तर ॲडचा आणि अपडेटचा एकमेकांशी कुठलाही संबंध राहणार नाही. ॲडिशन ही आयसोलेटेड राहील आणि अपडेशन ही आयसोलेटेड राहील, दोघांचा एकमेकांवर कुठला इफेक्ट होणार नाही. सो दॅट पर्टिक्युलर थिंग इज कॉल्ड ॲज isolation property. Every transaction is carried out independently of the other. This property is called as isolation property. Then the next one is durability. What do you mean by durability?
Sir, टिकाऊ.
Yes. Now whatever we have done in the above three cases, it is going to long last, and that property is called as durability. वरच्या तिन्ही काळजी घेतल्या की ऑटोमॅटिकली तो डेटाबेस काय होतो, ड्युरेबल होतो आणि मग कुठेही काही प्रॉब्लेम त्याला येत नाही. सो इट एन्श्युअर दॅट द रिझल्ट ऑर इफेक्ट ऑफ अ कमिटेड ट्रान्झॅक्शन परसिस्ट इन केस ऑफ सिस्टम फेल्युअर. सिस्टम फेल्युअर जरी झालं तरी तुमचा डेटाबेसमध्ये त्या स्टोअर केलेल्या व्हॅल्यूज ह्या कायमस्वरूपी तिथेच ड्युरेबल असतील. इज दॅट ओके? थोडं कळालं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ॲटॉमिसिटी काय सांगतं? सक्सेसफुल कम्प्लिशन ऑफ ट्रान्झॅक्शन. जर का झालं नाही तर काय करेल? अबॉर्ट करेल किंवा रोल बॅक करेल. कन्सिस्टन्सी म्हणजे काय? तर व्हॅल्यू सगळीकडे सारख्याच असतील,
Equal असेल.
सेम असतील. नंतर आयसोलेशन म्हणजे काय? की एव्हरी ट्रान्झॅक्शन इज परफॉर्म्ड इंडिपेंडेंटली ऑफ अदर. दे वोंट अफेक्ट इच अदर. आणि मग ही वरच्यांची जर का काळजी घेतली तर तुमचा डेटाबेस कसा होतो? ड्युरेबल होतो. म्हणून नेक्स्ट लॉंग लाईफ डेटा तयार होतो. सो दॅट इज प्रॉपर्टी कॉल्ड ॲज ड्युरेबिलिटी. गॉट द ॲसिड प्रॉपर्टी नाव? No.
Yes, sir.
I'll count 1, 2, 3. Once I finish counting 3, you will read as atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. मी 1, 2, 3 म्हणेल. माझं 3 म्हणणं संपलं की सगळ्यांनी एका आवाजात ॲटॉमिसिटी, कन्सिस्टन्सी, आयसोलेशन आणि ड्युरेबिलिटी हे 4 शब्द म्हणायचे. व्हॉट आर द 4 ॲसिड प्रॉपर्टीज? 1, 2, 3.
Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability.
Very correct. Once again in one voice. 1, 2, 3. Acid properties.
Atomicity, consistency, durability.
ओके. हां, परीक्षेला तुम्हाला याच्यावर कुठलाही प्रश्न येऊ शकतो. सो बी व्हेरी केअरफुल. द नेक्स्ट इज इंट्रोडक्शन टू RDBMS. So as you have studied this relational database model, the same things, what are the concepts in this relational database model we are going to study here. The very basic concept is table. Now in the figure you could see a table. What is position title, educational requirements, functional area, max pay, mean pay? What are these? Can you see on the screen? Huh? This name, position title, educational requirements, functional area, max pay, mean pay. What are these called as? These are called as columns and we call them as field names. आपण हे टेबल आहे ना, हा टेबल आहे बघा. या टेबलला जे टायटल हेडिंग्स आहेत ते काय आहेत? कॉलम्स आहेत. आणि त्या कॉलम्सच्या नावांना आपण काय म्हणतो? फील्ड नेम्स म्हणतो. मग पोझिशन टायटल हे एक फील्ड नेम आहे, एज्युकेशनल रिक्वायरमेंट्स हे एक फील्ड नेम आहे, फंक्शनल एरिया हे एक फील्ड नेम आहे, मॅक्स पे आणि मीन पे हे एक फील्ड नेम आहे. तर ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी आपल्याला इथे लक्षात घेणं गरजेचं आहे की एका टेबलला कॉलम्सला फील्ड नेम्स म्हणतात. आणि त्याच्यातली एक हॉरिझॉन्टल रो जी आहे त्या हॉरिझॉन्टल रोला काय म्हणतात? रेकॉर्ड म्हणतात. हे बघा इथे तुम्हाला दिसतंय का? ही आडवी ओळ जी दिसते बघा पूर्ण, हा काय आहे? एक रेकॉर्ड आहे. आणि एक उभा कॉलम आहे, हे दिसते ना मार्क केलेलं. उभा मार्क केलेलं आहे ते काय आहे?
Data value.
That is column field. Okay. What is it? A column field. And what does column field has? It has data values. And what are these horizontal rows? What are these horizontal rows? रेकॉर्ड.
Record.
मी तुमचा एक टेबल तयार केला. मग समजा एका स्टुडंटचे पूर्ण डेटा व्हॅल्यूज टाकलं की जसं नेम ऑफ फर्स्ट नेम, मिडल नेम, लास्ट नेम, त्याच्यानंतर त्याचे पर्सेंट मार्क्स, त्याचा सेल नंबर, त्याचा ईमेल ॲड्रेस, त्याच्या पॅरेंटचा सेल नंबर, ही संपूर्ण डेटा व्हॅल्यूज मी एंटर केली तर त्याचं काय तयार होणार? टेबल तयार होईल का रेकॉर्ड तयार होईल?
टेबल.
रेकॉर्ड
Table.
नाही,
Record, sir.
त्याचं एका इंडिव्हिज्युअलचं रेकॉर्ड तयार होईल. हां, आणि ज्या सगळे फील्ड्सने मी टाकेल तर त्याचं काय होईल? टेबल तयार होईल. हां, आणि मग त्या टेबलमध्ये आपण रेकॉर्ड्स पॉप्युलेट करतो. रेकॉर्ड्स काय करतो आपण? पॉप्युलेट करतो कॉलम वाईज. कळतंय का कन्सेप्ट हा? की बघा,
हो सर.
हा स्क्रीनवर तुम्हाला मी जो पूर्ण गोल गोल फिरून दाखवतोय हा टेबल आहे. ह्या टेबलमध्ये काय आहे? इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ columns and rows. These column headings, they are called as field names. Every field name for one row makes a record. Okay? Every field name value, data value for every field name for one row makes a record. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
So here the concept of field record is very clear. The last one is a column or a combination of columns which can be used to identify one or more records, rows. They are also called as tuples in a table is called as a key of the table. Basically, there are two types of keys, primary key and foreign key. So what does this key group of key ensures? They ensures that the data values for that particular record for a particular field is unique. Now for example, what is that data value in case of a student database that is very unique?
Aadhaar card number.
Very good. In case of student information system?
Roll number.
Very correct, your roll number. So roll
Phone
number,
number.
roll number. Even phone number can be a primary key because phone number also doesn't.
Register number.
GRN number, very correct. So you got the concept of primary key. What is it? That it is a field value which doesn't get duplicated, which identifies that record uniquely. Such field is called as primary key. Got the concept? प्रायमरी की कन्सेप्ट कळली का तुम्हाला? की त्या टेबलमधलं एक असं फील्ड असेल की ज्याची व्हॅल्यू रिपीट होणार नाही. आता तुम्ही स्टुडंट इन्फॉर्मेशनमध्ये बरेच सांगितलं की त्याचा जनरल रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर असेल, त्याचा रोल नंबर असेल, त्याचं आधार कार्ड असेल, त्याचा फोन नंबर असेल, यांच्या व्हॅल्यू डुप्लिकेट होत नाही. म्हणजेच त्या व्हॅल्यूने आपल्याला तो रेकॉर्ड युनिकली आयडेंटिफाय करता येऊ शकतो. इजंट इट?
Yes sir.
आणि मग असे जे फील्ड आहे त्या फील्ड्सला आपण काय म्हणतो? प्रायमरी की फील्ड म्हणतो. आणि ज्यावेळेस आपण ह्या प्रायमरी कीचा रेफरन्स दुसऱ्या टेबलमध्ये घेतो त्यावेळेस ती प्रायमरी की दुसऱ्या टेबलमध्ये काय होईल? फॉरेन की होईल.
Foreign key.
बघा इथे आता दोन टेबल्स आहेत, एक पर्सन आहे आणि एक आहे पासपोर्ट डिटेल्स. मग ज्यावेळेस मी PK पर्सन ID हाच ज्यावेळेस इकडे PK पासपोर्ट ID पासपोर्ट डिटेल्समध्ये घेतो त्यावेळेस ही PK पर्सन ID ह्या पासपोर्ट डिटेल्समध्ये काय होते? फॉरेन की होते. येते लक्षात? म्हणजेच एका टेबलमधली प्रायमरी की व्हॅल्यू ही दुसऱ्या टेबलमध्ये आपण जशीच्या तशी वापरतो, रेफरन्स करतो त्यावेळेस ती त्या टेबलमध्ये काय होते? फॉरेन की होते. इज इट ओके?
Yes sir.
So it is a field
Yes sir.
or a collection of fields in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. Such key is called as foreign key. Then, so this explanation has been given to you here. You go through it. Then, the next topic is types of relationship. Okay, so this particular topic we'll see in our next session, or else we'll finish this topic today. Yeah, so basically there are three types of relations in relational database design. They are one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-one, and many-to-many. So remember, there are how many types of relationships in a database? They are three types. What are they? One-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-one, and many-to-many. Now, how are they related to each other? It's very simple. So, in one-to-one relationship, one record in a table is associated through only one and one record in another table. Then that kind of relationship is called as one-to-one relationship. Then when it comes to one-to-many, what does one-to-many means? In one-to-many, that one field in one table is related to many fields in another table, or many fields in one table is related to one field in some other table. This kind of relationship is called as one-to-many or many-to-one. Here if you could see figure 3. Can you see the figure 3? What are the two tables here?
City and customer.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
So here you could see that the city ID is related to last name and city ID in some another table called customer. So what is the relation here? The relation is one to many. In the above
Many.
case, you had seen that there is one relation, one to one relation here. Now here the relation is one to many, or vice versa, many to one. And then the last one is many to many. Many to many means what? Many records in many fields in one table, or many records in one table is related to many records or many fields in another table. Then that kind of relationship is called as many to many relationship. Here in figure 4 you could see that product ID, description, price, they are related to the supplier tables value, supplier ID, description, address. So the relation is many to many. So many fields or records in one table, they are related to many fields or record in another table. Then their relation is many to many. Got the concept? How many types?
Yes, sir.
How many types of
Yes, sir.
relation? Yeah. How many types of relationships are there?
Three types. Relationship. Three types.
What are they?
3 types. One to one.
One-to-one,
One to
one-to-many, many-to-many.
Very good. One to many is also called as?
Many to
Many to one.
Many-to-one.
Okay, you may be sometimes Googled that one to many and many to one, they are different. But they are one and the same. One to many is many to one, vice versa, they are true. Now, on this database which we had created, we need to carry out the operation of retrieval. So to carry the operation of retrieval from the data, we need a special language called as structured query language, popularly called as SQL. What is the language of retrieving the data from the database? Tell me.
SQL.
SQL. So a computer language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data that is stored in relational database is called as SQL. And what is the full form of SQL? Tell me, what is the full form of SQL?
Structured query language.
Yes. And what does structured query language allows you to do?
To retrieve data, sir, from database.
Yes, it allows you to store, manipulate and retrieve data from the relational database. Got the concept?
Got it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
SQL काय करतं? तर SQL तुम्हाला तुमच्या डेटाबेसमध्ये डेटा स्टोअर करणे, त्याच्यावर मॅनिप्युलेशन म्हणजे काय, ॲरिथमॅटिक ऑपरेशन्स करणे आणि त्याच्यातनं डेटा परत बाहेर घेणे, दॅट इज रिट्रिव्हिंग, ही करण्याची सोय देतं. अशी जी कम्प्युटरची लँग्वेज आहे त्याला स्ट्रक्चर्ड क्वेरी लँग्वेज असे म्हणतात. इज इट क्लिअर एव्हरीबडी?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो ऑल रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स लाईक MySQL, ही जी नावं दिसत आहेत ना, ही सगळी कशाची नावं आहेत? दीज आर द नेम्स ऑफ सॉफ्टवेअर विच सपोर्ट्स SQL. मग काय काय नावं आहेत? MySQL, बेस, ओरॅकल, सायबेस, इन्फॉर्मिक्स, पोस्टग्रेस आणि SQL सर्व्हर. तर आपण पोस्टग्रेस किंवा MySQL यापैकी एक आपल्या प्रॅक्टिकल्सला 12वीला शिकूया. हे ओपन सोर्स आहे MySQL आणि पोस्टग्रेस. हे बाकीचे जे आहेत हे यांच्यापैकी काही काय आहेत, हे पेड आहेत किंवा प्रोप्रायटरी सॉफ्टवेअर्स आहेत. तुम्हाला आठवतं ना प्रोप्रायटरी सॉफ्टवेअर आणि ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेअरमधला फरक? प्रोप्रायटरी सॉफ्टवेअर आपल्याला फ्रीली वापरायला मिळतं, ओपन सोर्सला आपल्याला फी भरावं लागते, बरोबर ना?
No, sir.
No, sir.
मग व्हॉट इज करेक्ट?
ओपन
Sir,
सोर्स आपल्याला
open
free
source
वापरायला
we
भेटतं.
free वापरू शकतो.
ओपन सोर्स इज फ्रीली अवेलेबल, whereas
Closed source is not.
proprietary
It is free
softwares, they are
Closed source ला आपल्याला
We
pay
have to
करावं
pay
लागतं.
for it.
very good. So don't forget those concepts. Okay, then now what are these operations that can be performed using SQL? They are creating a new database. म्हणजे आपल्याला जर का टेबल तयार करायचं असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला डेटाबेस तयार करावा लागतो. सो क्रिएट न्यू डेटाबेसेस, क्रिएट न्यू टेबल्स इन डेटाबेस. एका डेटाबेसमध्ये काय काय असू शकतं? तर अ डेटाबेस कॅन कन्सिस्ट ऑफ टेबल, फॉर्म्स, रिपोर्ट्स, क्वेरीज. आणि मग त्या डेटाबेसमध्ये आपण एक टेबल टाकू शकतो, त्या टेबलला आपण क्वेरी टाकू शकतो, त्याच्यातनं रिपोर्ट जनरेट करू शकतो किंवा रेकॉर्ड्स अपडेट करण्यासाठी, ॲड करण्यासाठी, इन्सर्ट करण्यासाठी फॉर्म्स पण तयार करू शकतो. त्या सगळ्यांसाठी आपल्याला SQLमध्ये जी ॲक्टिव्हिटी करावी लागते दॅट इज क्रिएट न्यू डेटाबेस. Then what we could do there, we can insert record, we can retrieve record, we can update records. Now there are basically 3 categories of SQL commands. How many categories of SQL commands are there? There are 3 categories: DDL, DML आणि DCL. कोणत्या कोणत्या categories आहेत? DDL. What is DDL? Data.
Data definition language.
Very good. What is
Language.
What is DML?
Data manipulation.
Data manipulation language.
आणि DCL?
Data control
Data
language.
control
Control
language.
language.
Very correct. Now we'll understand the meaning of all this. Definition means what? What do you mean by definition? To define means what?
Modifying.
Instead we create a design. When we define something, what do? We create a design, isn't it? When we are defining something, what does that mean? We are designing something. We are proponing something. That is nothing but definition.
Modify something.
No, modification is different and creating the structure is different. So to create the structure, we use define. Getting my point? Define means to create. To define the structure is nothing but definition. So in data definition, we'll have the commands that will allow you to create the database, that will allow you to alter or to modify the design of the table. Those commands, they are called as data definition language commands. आपल्याला टेबल तयार करण्यासाठी, टेबलचं स्ट्रक्चर तयार करण्यासाठी, ते टेबलचं स्ट्रक्चर मॉडिफाय करण्यासाठी ज्या कमांड्स लागतात त्या कमांड्सला आपण डेटा डेफिनेशन लँग्वेजच्या कमांड्स असे म्हणतो. मग काय काय असतात त्याच्यामध्ये? तर क्रिएट, अल्टर आणि ड्रॉप. काय काय आहेत? क्रिएट, अल्टर आणि ड्रॉप. मग क्रिएट डेटाबेस काय करतं? तर इट क्रिएट्स अ डेटाबेस स्ट्रक्चर. मग त्याच्यामध्ये आपण एक टेबल क्रिएट करतो. क्रिएट अ टेबल. मग टेबल क्रिएट करतो म्हणजे आपण काय काय करतो? एक डिझाईन तयार करतो की नाही, की मग माझ्या टेबलमध्ये काय असायला हवं? देर हॅज टू बी रोल नंबर. देन हाऊ शुड बी रोल नंबर? इट शुड बी फ्रॅक्शनल. Should the roll number be fraction? Yes or no? Hello? Am I audible?